From one form of discrimination to another, some who fled war in South Sudan and moved to America have returned home disappointed. Watching the U.S. protests over police brutality from here, they say the call for justice is long overdue. During her 20 years in the U.S., one South Sudanese American recalls years of discrimination.
It impacted me because I have brothers, I have sisters, I have uncles, I have friends, I have African-Americans who are my friends that are there. Very disturbing to know that when you're walking in the morning or when you're running, that you are a potential victim just by doing an exercise. It's disheartening to know that if you are coming out of a neighborhood that is seemingly not representations of you, you are a victim of racism.
There are lessons too for those who see parallels in the government's response to protest. For some, the crackdown on protests in the U.S. should also serve as a reminder to any African governments inclined to use force.
What the African leaders have learned from the use of force in the U.S., it's like they can come with other means of resolving issues, peaceful means of resolving, maybe roundtable talks rather than use of force, because the government is the power belongs to the people. You cannot suppress them.
Juba residents who have had experience of either living in the U.S. or with family there say times are particularly tough right now.
A lot of family members who are back in the U.S., when you call and talk to them, most of them are not living their life normally. They already had corona that was destabilizing their normal day-to-day lifestyle, and now they have racism to deal with. They have the protest that seems to be spreading by the day to every part of the U.S. I hope, as an African, that the Americans will show true leadership and bring this to a stop, and they can be able to unite and come back together.
More than 100,000 South Sudanese people live in the U.S. according to government estimates.
Activists here say by failing to protect human rights, America is sending the wrong signal to African leaders in countries like South Sudan and setting the wrong example. Patrick Oyet, SABC, Juba, South Sudan.